And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jim Fink's Field here on the campus of Salem Community High School, where tonight it is the season finale for the Salem Wildcats and the Charleston Trojans, as the Wildcats host the Trojans in non-conference play. Salem, both teams coming off nice wins last week. Salem knocked off Freeburg here in Salem. I believe it was 14-7. And last week also the Charleston Trojans beat Mount Zion in conference play. They are in the Apollo Conference, and they are coming in tonight. The Trojans coming into tonight's game with a record of 3-5 on the season. The Wildcats picked up their second win of the year last week, and they come in with a record of 2-6. So both of these teams, they're playing for pride tonight. Neither team can get into the playoffs at this point. So there's going to be that means when you watch the kids on the field, they are laying it on the line. This is going to be the final time a lot of these kids put on that football uniform, and that always kind of gives the kids maybe just that little bit more, a little more inch of dedication or emotion. And they'll put that into their play tonight. My name is Bruce Dickey. We do appreciate you tuning in here to Wabash Catch TV's presentation of Salem High School football this evening. And we want to thank the folks here at Salem. They have been outstanding to us all season long, and we look forward to a good, fun basketball season coming up. Actually, I'm lying, because we're going to be back here in Salem on Monday and Tuesday in the regional tournament, the volleyball Class 2A regional tournament. We'll be right across the football field over there in Gum Gymnasium for the volleyball regional tournament, Class 2A tournament at 7 p.m. on Monday night. Flora will take on the Salem Wildcats. You stick right to this channel. Right wherever you are watching it, we'll have it for you, and looking forward to that. Flora versus Salem. The winner on Tuesday night plays Pana. We'll have that game for you as well. So we're looking forward to a lot of action here in Salem over the next few days. And, of course, then we're only about, 2-3 weeks away from basketball season. Yeah, that's the thing. After tonight, they're going to be getting out the bats and balls, and the basketballs, not the bats and balls. Get out the basketballs and start getting ready for the winter sports season. But still stuff to take care of tonight. Coach Kevin Green brings his Wildcats in, as I mentioned, off of a nice win last week. And Samuel Green has been leading the way for the Wildcats. Been doing a fine job at the quarterback spot, and he's been handing the ball off mainly to Cason Sullins. Sullins, a senior. This is his final contest here at Salem tonight. As I mentioned, they just honored the seniors here tonight. The band members were just introduced along with their parents, along with the football players, the cheerleaders, the senior football players, the senior cheerleaders, as well as the senior volleyball players, the senior golfers, the senior tennis players, boys tennis players, and the cross-country kids as well. So a big crowd on hand tonight taking in this contest. They are, as I mentioned, taking on a Charleston game that comes in on a nice winning streak. Charleston started their season losing their first 5 games, and I'll grant you, they did not. They lost. They weren't losing to chumps. The Apollo Conference is a pretty loaded conference, but Charleston came in off of a tough losing streak. Their main regret, talking to the radio guys from Charleston, was the first game of the year. They drove up to Herscher. If you know where Herscher is, it's about 2 hours north of Charleston. So you're looking the Kankakee area, I guess, for Herscher, Illinois. They lost that tight one to Herscher, and that ended up being Herscher's only win of the year. And then they lost at home to Lincoln, and then Effingham, Collinsville, and Mahomet Seymour, all four of those teams playoff bound. Then it all kind of turned around against Taylorville. They knocked off Taylorville 27-8 3 weeks ago, and that started a nice run toward the end of the year where they beat just crosstown, basically 6 mile away rival Mattoon 38-14. Things got rolling, and then that kind of put the Trojans in a good way going into last weekend's game at home, senior night for the Trojans as they beat Mount Zion. Mount Zion, a tough customer, folks, and they are in the playoffs. So they basically beat a playoff-bound Mount Zion squad last week. They come in tonight with losing their first 5, winning their next 3. For the Wildcats coming in to tonight's action, they're coming in off of that nice win last week. It's been kind of an up-and-down season for the Wildcats to this point, as fell early in the season to Centralia. Centralia going to go to the playoffs. Then they knocked off Alton Marquette. Alton Marquette has struggled this season. They're still looking for their first win, probably not going to get it. Then they lost a playoff team, Olney, lost to Wood River East Alton, another playoff team. Lost to Roxana, another playoff team. Lost to Columbia, another playoff team. Lost to Breeze Central, another playoff team. I don't know if you catch my drift here of how the level of competition has been for the Wildcats. They've been kind of struggling against playoff teams. And then last week, a nice win, 21-14. I stand corrected, 21-14 over the Freeburg Midgets. So the Wildcats getting set to come through the cat's mouth. The cat's meow coming through the mouth as the band making their way as well toward the center of the field. I presume that we'll have our national anthem here very shortly. As looks like the festivities on senior night might have delayed the kickoff here by about, I'm guessing 3 or 4 minutes. That's not that big a hill for a trooper, as the fans are all on their feet awaiting. There come the Salem Wildcats, bringing the American flag and a couple of Salem flags out. That's a cool entrance as the Wildcats come on out. And we will have, I presume, our national anthem in just a moment, played by the marching Wildcats. By the way, I saw that they picked up a trophy up at the, I believe it was at the Effingham contest last weekend. So congratulations to the marching Wildcats as we get set for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem by the Salem Community High School Marching Wildcats under the direction of Mr. John Randolph and featuring special guests, the Iuka Marching Pirates under the direction of Mr. Matt Webster.
and the final strains of our national anthem performed by the Marching Wildcats as the Charleston Trojans head to their bench. The Marching Wildcats, the football Wildcats head to their bench. We'll have football here in just a moment. The Wildcats, Spanky Smith is the officiating crew tonight. He's wearing a white hat. By the way, this crew they have officiated numerous state championship games. This is an outstanding officiating crew. And the thing is, when you see a crew that has such experience as this crew, occasionally they neglect a few things that help those of us out the booth. I watched the coin toss. It looked like Salem won the toss and deferred to the second half. That's what it appears to be going on, as the Wildcats will head out to kick the football away to start the action here. And the Charleston Trojans will head to the north side of the field to receive the opening kickoff here tonight. Getting set to kick it away for Salem, that is Max Ambule. And for Charleston, heading deep to receive, Cody Bell. He's on the upper line. Heading back deep is Jacob Rowe, along with Brett Spoor, the quarterback. Boy, you don't typically have a quarterback in the back row, but that's what the Charleston Trojans under Jerry Payne will do. And we are underway as the kick gets over the head, and that is going to be picked up at the 1 yard line. A horrible decision. Might have tried to let that one roll into the end zone. The Wildcats are down there like a family trying for the last piece of chicken, and they make the tackle around the 8 or 9 yard line. That's where the Trojans will start out here tonight. Brett Spoor is the quarterback for the Trojans. Jeremiah Hayes, the tailback. Aiden Archibald, one of the fullbacks for the Trojans. 3 wideouts, Chet Schrader, Jacob Rowe, and Luke Nelson. Into the shotgun goes Brett Spoor, S-P-O-U-R. Hands it off to Cody Bell. And Bell will pick up, a few yards. I didn't have Cody Bell on my sheet as a starter. Those doggone radio guys are throwing me curveballs early. Cody Bell, coming into tonight's game, has only run it 6 times for about 48 yards. So a little bit of a change-up on the first play of the game. Only picked up a couple. Talking with Coach Kevin Green beforehand, I said, now, how did you beat Freeburg at 21-14 last week? He says, Bruce, defense. Defense showed up and played tough. Spoor throws it out to the right side. It is caught and picking up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Luke Nelson, and he's going to be very close to a first down. I think he's about a half a yard short. Got out to around the 18-yard line. They're taking a good look. It will be 3rd down and 1. Make it the 17-yard line. Across the 17, has to get to just across the 18 for a first down. In the backfield, Spoor takes the snap, hands that one off to Jeremiah Hayes, their feature back, and he'll have the first down and about 5 more as he bounces out across the 20-yard line to around the 24. 68 gorgeous degrees to start the game here tonight. And that wind that blew off the plain all day long, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty much died out. There's about, they're saying there's 6 miles an hour, but I don't see it. Maybe 3 or 4 blowing from south to north. That's a first down on the carry. And Hayes swaps places with Cody Bell. Hand off to Bell. He cuts up the middle. He's going to get to around the 25 before being driven backwards. Nice tackle in on that. Big old Frank Pottergoy along with Gage Eddings. Nice work on the interior part of that defensive line for the Wildcats. Chandler Silt also helping out along with Luke Anderson. That defensive line stepping up. 3 receivers split out to the left, and that's where Spoor looks to go. He overthrows his man, Jeremiah Hayes, and that will bring up a 3rd down and long. They need to get to about the 34-yard line. The football will be sitting just shy of the 27, maybe even shy of the 26-yard line, as the Trojans looking at 3rd down and long. Checking into the game for Salem, Brennan Lux. Again, just single back in the backfield with Spoor and 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bubble screen intended out there on the left side for Jacob Rowe. It is incomplete. That throw to the left side, incomplete the last 2 times in a row. And that will put Charleston in a punting situation. Heading deep to kick it away is Max Weber. He does their kicking duties as well. I think that's Cameron Hilton back to receive for the Wildcats. High snap, they bring it down. A low kick bounces at the 47 and picked up at the 40 by Hilton. Check that, Lyric Black on the return. And he gets near midfield, going to be stopped about a yard or so shy of it. That's where the Wildcats will start their first offensive possession here of this football game. You're watching Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school football. I'm Bruce Dickey. Bill Reed up on the center camera. Kerry Linder out on the right side. Maddox Hemrick from the North Clay video editing class over on the left side. As the Wildcats move from left to right on your TV screen. On the play call run, Green will keep it, and he's going to get across midfield to around the 46-yard line. Nice run by Samuel Green to open the offensive side of the night for the Wildcats. Gets all the way almost to the 45. So pickup of a long 5. It'll be a short 2nd and a short 5, or a long 4 for the Wildcats. Wildcats in their green jerseys, green football pants, green helmets. Can't miss that. And the Trojans in the modified Kansas City Chiefs look. Green fakes the throw. He runs to his right. He's got a little room down the sideline. He's going to get shoved out of bounds at around the 23-yard line. Make it the 25-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for Salem at the Charleston 25. Nice run. He was looking to his left, trying to make the throw. There was nobody open. And he didn't mind. Picks up about 21 on the carry. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Green takes his time, takes a look at the defense, looks at the sideline, gets the play call. He's going to keep it again, go straight up the gut, gets grabbed by the arm and dropped at about the 20, but still a pickup of about 5 yards for the quarterback, Samuel Green, as he has consisted of the offense tonight for the Salem Wildcats. Picks up another 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Salem. Lyric Black brings in the play call. Noah Nix, the tight end on the left side, now swaps sides with Jervis Mays. Fakes the handoff, back to throw, rolling to his left is Green. He tosses it to the left side. Lyric Black makes a catch with one hand, picks up a couple, didn't have any right to. Boy, oh boy, I didn't think he would have a prayer at catching that football. Green put it out in front of him, but a nice play by Black. Lyric Black, the 5'10", 140-pound sophomore. all the yardage tonight picked up by underclassmen. As Sullins heads in at the back on 3rd and 3. Fakes the handoff to Sullins, and nowhere to go for Samuel Green. Gets back near the line of scrimmage. Going to be maybe a smidge short. Will they go for it on 3rd down and 4? It looks like Salem will. Ambule's a good kicker, but I don't know if he's that good. That'd be a long, they're looking at right there about a 35-yard field goal if he kicked it from there. So 2 men split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. It's miking Etris out to the left side. To the right is where Green rolls. Has a man caught by Black. Black's got the first down and more. Inside the 10, and he's going to get dropped at about the 7-yard line. A pickup of about 12 when they needed 4. So first down and goal to go for the Wildcats here on their first offensive drive of the evening with 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Outstanding first drive so far for the Wildcats. Started back at their own 48-yard line. Green fakes the handoff, keeps it again, goes up the gut. Going to get stopped around the 5-yard line. They've been faking the handoff to Sullins all night long. Makes me wonder if he is in there as a decoy. He usually runs the ball quite a bit. Sullins, along with Green, the top runners for the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd and goal from right at the 5-yard line. Green goes under center. Hands it off to Sullins. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. As maybe that's why the Wildcats have been running with their quarterback and throwing the ball, because the Trojans looked like they were king on Cason Sullins, as he did not get back to the line of scrimmage. There'll be loss of 1 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Probably within range for Ambule here. The play clock going to be under 14 as they leave the huddle. And they're short a guy. Oh, they may have to call timeout as one of the players for Salem not in the game. And they will call timeout. We'll take one as well with 4:29 to go in the first quarter. No score. Back after this word.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Watching the sideline go a little bit, I wouldn't say apey, but go a little anxious out there. The Wildcats were looking for number 18, Jervis Mays, to get into the football game, and he was standing about 3 or 4 deep, didn't realize he was supposed to be in. He's out there now, number 18, as Black splits out wide to the right. Nix along with Etris to the left. Shotgun for Green. Fakes the handoff. He's in trouble, and he's going down. Loses about 6. And it'll be 4th and goal from all the way back to the 15-yard line. Make a loss of 9 on the play. And Green didn't have a chance on that one. So Wildcats will go for it again. They got to get into the end zone. Wildcats taking a page from their defense last week against Freeburg. 3 times Freeburg had 1st and goal and were turned away by the Wildcats last week. Fake handoff. Green looks to his left, throws that direction. It is knocked out of the air and caught by I believe making that catch was Jacob Ellis. Probably would have been better off had they dropped the ball, because that ends up being another loss of 10 yards. It'll give Charleston the football at their own 24-yard line. So the Trojans turned back the Wildcats. Wildcats got all the way to the 5-yard line and then went backwards. 3:34 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Talking to the Charleston radio guys, I said, what was the turnaround for y'all at the 6th game of the year? He says, well, they kind of woke up. Handoff goes to Hayes, Jeremiah Hayes. A lot of room down the sideline, and he's finally knocked out at about the 41-yard line. So that, they pick up a 17, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Charleston. Best play of the game so far this evening for the Trojans. It's Jeremiah Hayes, pretty shifty over on that right side. He went out of bounds, so the clock stops with 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. As Spoor brings his crew to the line of scrimmage. Brett Spoor, 6-foot junior, 185-pounder. He rolls to his left, looks to throw. He's got a man out there. It is through the arms of the intended receiver, Jacob Rowe. It looked like he had Aiden Archibald wide open as well. And eschewed the pass to Archibald for the longer pass to Rowe, but poor old Rowe Alligator armed it. Rowe is a 6'1 junior. Both these teams, not really a ton of seniors on either side. So this is a contract they started a few years ago. Salem and Charleston, a home and home, and this has all written all over it. Next year, playoff matchup. Handoff straight up the gut goes to Cody Bell. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6, gets across the 45-yard line to around the 48. And that will bring up a 2nd down, make that 3rd down, and about 4 yards. Needs to get to the 48 for a 1st down. They are on the Charleston 48. Charleston in their white jerseys, red pants, red helmets with gold trim all over the place. Handoff straight up the gut on the delay. No 1st down. There's a nice run for Hayes. Gets across midfield, and that will bring up 4th down and 2. So decision time for Jerry Payne here in the middle of the field. Will they go for it on 4th and short? It appears that will be the plan. Got about 1.5 yards to get. It's the 2nd possession of the game for Charleston. One man split to the left, to the right. And on the keeper, straight up the gut goes Spoor. He's got it. And a bit more as he's finally shut down at about the 44-yard line. He never really did. Finally went down after the whistle. But an outstanding run from Spoor, basically with a running start. He used all of his 185 pounds on that one. So it's 1st down and 10 for the Trojans at the 43-yard line of Salem. I was going to say neither team with a turnover as yet, but that was an interception. No, that wasn't an interception, but it was a catch by the lineman, so still no teams with a turnover. Bubble screen out to the left and through traffic and still on the run is Chet Schrader. He's going to pick up enough for a 1st down as he gains quite a few yards, but a flag is down. It's going to be holding against Charleston, and that'll bring it back. Spot of the fouls around the 38-yard line, so that will make it 1st down at about 15 as they'll move the football back to the 49-yard line. 1st and about 16 for Charleston. Big break there for Salem, as Schrader had nice yardage. Then again, that penalty might have been what popped them. Last week or two, I was mentioning interesting administration of penalties and yardage by the officiating crew. I don't think I'll do that tonight. Brett Spohr hands it off to, oh, what a tackle in the backfield as Hayes goes down. Beautiful tackle there by Kane Huggins coming from a corner spot on a blitz. And he was in there immediately. That'll make it second down and, about 20. Football back to the 47-yard line, and they need the 33 of the Wildcats. So that is right at 20 yards for the Trojans. You got to figure that Spohr's going to be winging the football. Aiden Archibald in the backfield with him. He's got two receivers to each side. Looks to his right. He sees some traffic, throws it to his left, and making the catch, picking up about 15. Nice catch by Jeremiah Hayes as he took a shot. Good hit there as well by Gage Eddings. But that'll bring up third down and much more manageable. Picked up about 14. It'll be third down and 5 when we come back. That's the end of the first quarter. The Charleston Trojans and Salem Wildcats, no score. Good tackle. Back right after these.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. So, third down and 6 as we begin quarter number 2. Charleston moving from left to right, south to north at the Salem 38-yard line. Spohr back to throw, looks to his left. He's got a man down there and cutting in instead of running the fly pattern deep was Chet Schrader. That'll bring up fourth down and long, 4th and 6. He could really pin the Wildcats back here if you chose to kick it. Max Weber is the kicker and punter for Charleston. They'll go for it, though. I don't blame him. It's the last game of the year. Of course you go for it. Go for it every chance you get. Luke Bonstetter set out wide to the right. As Spohr looks to throw. It's caught by Bonstetter, and he cuts inside of traffic. He's going to get to the 30, picks up 8. They needed 5. It's 1st and 10 for Charleston at the Salem 30-yard line. It's the first play that I've seen Bonstetter in. He is a 5'11 sophomore, listed at 145 pounds. Good luck with that. But he got enough, that's for sure. And it'll be 1st and 10, just shy of the 30-yard line. Spohr directs traffic, moves his players around, and hands it off coming around the left side to Jeremiah Hayes. He picks up 5. He's going to get to around the 25-yard line as he is brought down by Kane Huggins for the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd down and a short 5. They need just shy of the 20 for a first down. It's been a well-played first quarter. Each team picking up first downs, but neither team able to get any points as yet. One of those kind of games that, this is just the second possession for Charleston. Salem only had one possession in the first quarter. As the clock moving very quickly here in that first quarter. The throw out to the left side. Hayes has it. He's got some room. He's inside the 15 to about the 13, and it'll be 1st and 10 Charleston at the Salem 13-yard line. That was a backward pass, so had Hayes not been able to make the grab, it would have been a free ball, but a nice play by Jeremiah Hayes. He's a 165-pound senior, 5'11". He's a tough customer from the Charleston Trojans. We'll be under 10 minutes when Charleston snaps the football here in the second quarter. Spohr sets his troops down. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Hands it off to Hayes, up the gut, bounces to the outside. He's going to get near the 10-yard line. Make that about the 11 or 12-yard line. Pickup of about 1.5 yards. Oh, he maybe didn't make the 12. So pickup of about 1.5 yards, maybe so. Give him second and long 8 for the Trojans. This is certainly 4-down territory for Charleston. As I said, both teams in on a winning streak. Charleston's won 3 in a row. Salem won last week against Freeburg. Salem's defense playing well last week, and so far tonight as that throw to the end zone is over the head of the intended receiver. It was looking for Luke Bonstetter again. Over the head of the defense as well. Lyric Black back there defending at 5'10 versus 5'11, and they would have both needed to be about 6'5 to get to that throw from Spohr. 9:16 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 9. Salem defense looking to stiffen up right here. 3 receivers to the left. That's where Spohr looks. Now across the middle. He's got a lot of room. He throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He threw from about the 13, so that'll bring up a 4th down and 9. And Charleston will bring out the kicking team as Max Weber brings his tee out. They'll set the football at around the 19-yard line. That makes it a 29-yard try. Right-footed kicker. The holder is the quarterback, Brett Spohr. High snap, he brings it down. The kick is up and beautiful. To the left, it looked great from here, and it was wide left. So I got a bad angle. So with 9:04 to go in the half, the Wildcats dodged the bullet there as the kick goes wide to the left. You don't have a replay of the kick, do you, Ty? That'd be wonderful. By the way, I didn't even mention Ty Landreth out in the truck along with Abby Springmeyer doing an outstanding job keeping us on television, bringing these pretty pictures to you. So Samuel Green will lead out his Wildcats again, their second possession of the night. They had a pretty solid first possession. Man goes in motion. Green will keep it. Basically on the pistol, can't get around the right side. Now cuts back against traffic. He'll be swallowed up by about half the Charleston Trojans team. Looked like some of the players came in from the sideline to help swallow him up, but he did pick up about 1 or 2 when he was in danger of being really knocked over 4 or 5 yards deep in the backfield. So 2nd down and 9. They need the 30 for a first down. As on a missed field goal, the play starts at the 20-yard line. It's like a touchback. They fake the throw to the right side over the left now. Caught inside and about 4 or 5 yards there for Jervis Mays. Gervais Mays says that will bring up a 3rd down and 6. Wildcats need the 30-yard line. Bringing in the play, Miking Etris. You got to figure that the Wildcats will be throwing. Kane Huggins remains in the backfield along with Green. Huggins a sophomore. Green rolls to his left, looks that direction. Had a man closed up. Now it's intended over the left side, intended for Noah Nix. Knocked away, incomplete. And the Wildcats will be forced to kick it away. Looked like there might have been kind of a mix-up between some of the receivers on their route assignments. At least that's what it appeared Coach Green was explaining to some of his players as he was coming off the field. So Ambul's back to kick it away for the Wildcats. Low snap, picks it up off the ground. And it's a decent kick, bounce at the 50-yard line. Takes a short Salem bounce. It's going to be about a 28-yard boot. And the Trojans will have it at their own 47-yard line. 7 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in this first half. The Wildcats and Trojans having a defensive struggle here tonight. Spoor brings his team to the line. Handoff to the left side goes to Jeremiah Hayes. He's got a lot of room. Cuts back against the grain. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. Be a pickup of 23, but that's coming back. There were flags, a couple of flags thrown, and that, I believe, is going to be a holding. Might be 2 penalties, as there are 2 flags on the field, different spots. Let's see what the discussion is. If you're Salem, you hope it's the one in the 47-yard line as opposed to the 43. Holding against Charleston. And the other one's on sportsmanlike conduct against Charleston. You count the holding, and then do you count the unsportsmanlike as well? I would think so. As maybe that was just a sideline warning. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was a sideline warning against Charleston. So count the holding penalty, and it'll push the football all the way back to the 37-yard line. They need the 43 of Salem for a first down. And 9th game of the year, you shouldn't be getting sideline warnings. Then again, I saw a second-round playoff game end because of a sideline violation. So Spoor rolls to his left. Looks deep downfield. He's got a man. It is caught. First down all the way to the 20-yard line. A gain of 43 on the play up to Archibald. Aiden Archibald. Beautiful throw from Spoor as Archibald got behind the defender. Archibald on the season with just 4 catches for 27 yards. He got more than that on that play. A 43-yard catch. And Charleston is in business at the 20-yard line of the Wildcats. Bonstetter heads out to the right side along with Nelson. Back to throw. He looks for Nelson. Caught at the 20. Nelson's got some room. Cuts back inside the 10. And finally is swung out of bounds by Kane Huggins, but not before picking up an extra 5 yards or so. As the Trojans really rolling now. First and goal at the 7-yard line for Charleston. That 40-yard 42, 43-yard reception. The difference, all the difference in this drive. Jeremiah Hayes in the backfield along with Brett Spoor. Hayes gets the handoff, tries the left side, has a bit of room, gets across the 5, down to about the 3. In on the hit, Brennan Lux, along with a few of his friends, but second down and 3 facing the Wildcats defense. They can't afford to give up 3 or 4 yards of carry inside this spot. Hayes remains in the backfield along with Cody Bell. Bit of size out there for the Trojans. Spoor looks over the defense. Hands it to Bell. Bell cuts to his left. Did he get in? Touchdown, Charleston. First score of the evening goes to the Charleston Trojans on a 3-yard plunge. Three-yard plunge from Cody Bell. There's the replay of it. And that will bring in Weber to kick the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with 5:31 remaining here in the first half, it is Charleston 7, Salem nothing. Back after this word.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting to work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Florida for all your custom and promotional needs.
So the Charleston Trojans took over at their own 48-yard line, head downfield and get the first points of the game here in the second quarter. As Weber will get set to kick it off again for the Trojans. Actually, he's kicking off for the first time. It will be Salem football to start the second half. They got plenty of time to take care of business here in the first half. End over end, a beautiful kick all the way inside the 5-yard line. That's where it is gathered and coming forward with it. Nice run back by Sean Thornton. He gets out to around the 28-yard line and with an outstanding run back, he says, hey, man, nobody ever took me down. I'm still going. Whistle blows, though. Sean, you're done. It'll be Salem football at their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. With 5:22 remaining here in the first half. Salem has their full complement of 3 timeouts remaining here in the half, as does Charleston. Plenty of time for Wildcats to get something done. Fake handoff to Solons. Back to throw Green. Ball's tipped and will fall harmlessly. Screen pass over on the left intended for Kane Huggins was knocked away. And that will bring up second down. Wildcats were able to get some get going in the first quarter, their first drive. Went all the way inside the 5-yard line. They had goal to go before being knocked backward. They need to get some of that first quarter mojo going back again. 3 receivers to the right. That's where Green looks. It is caught. Heading upfield, I believe that is Huggins. Check that. That is Gervais Mays. And he's going to pick up about 6. So 3rd and makeable here for, make it 6.5. 3rd and makeable here for the Wildcats. They need the 29-yard line. They got 7. That football's at the 26. Green jogs back to the huddle with plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds, as the Wildcats break the huddle. 4:40 remaining here in the first half. Receivers split wide to either side. Quarterback draw up the middle. Green's got it, and he's going to get out near midfield, stopped about 2 or 3 yards shy, but he'll pick up about 10 or so on the carry, make it 11 on the carry, all the way to the 47-yard line, and the Wildcats first down. I'll say, as much as they've had Samuel Green running the football tonight, they probably don't need him bringing plays in from the sideline. He's in the shotgun. Sullen's next to him. They roll to the left. Green's in trouble. He's really in trouble as he throws it intended over on the left side for Gervais Mays. And they're going to throw the flag. That might be intentional grounding, or is it something on the tackle? He had a receiver in the area as the officials go to talk about it. The ball did not get across the line of scrimmage. He was out of the pocket, so they may wave that flag off unless it was something that I don't know for sure what they're talking about. They will wave it off. So, yeah, there was a receiver in the area. So it'll bring up a second down and 10 from the 47-yard line. That's a break for the Wildcats. They couldn't take didn't want to take a penalty there, or for that matter, the 10-yard loss. 3:54 remaining here in the first half. They're going to adjust the placement of the football. Yeah, the umpire looked off to the sideline and just had the wrong yard line. That happens. Happens a lot of times to folks. 2nd and 10. They restart the play clock. Started with 40, should have been 25. No matter. Game clock's not running anyway. That's Solons in the backfield with Green. The fake to Solons. Green keeps it. He's across midfield, across the 45. Cuts to his left. He's still on his feet to the 30. And he's shoved out of bounds at around the 23-yard line. Went down hard, too. He gets up gingerly as he was shoved roughly out of bounds. Salem fans looking for a penalty. Brett Spoor got him and knocked him out of bounds. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Salem at the 24-yard line. And they are going to call sideline warning against Salem. So now each team has a sideline warning. That means the next time you get across the sideline, it's going to cost you 5 yards. Well, at least probably with this crew, 5 yards. Because this crew knows what they're doing. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 24. Fake handoff to Solons. He keeps it. They do give it to Solons. He's going to get across the 21, maybe to the 20-yard line. Brought down there by Archibald, Aiden Archibald. Of course, Archibald with that outstanding grab earlier this quarter. 3:25 to go here in this first half. Plenty of time remaining for the Wildcats. They have 3 timeouts as well. Sullins along with Gervais Mays in the backfield. He's kind of the wingback slot and goes in motion to the left. That's the direction Green rolls. He cuts up in front of pressure, looks to run, drops it, brings it down. He's going to get to around the 15-yard line. I think he's about a yard shy of the first down. Stops the clock, getting out of bounds at he does get to the 14, and it's a first down. Nicely done by the junior from Salem. coach's son, Junior. He's probably had that knocked into his head a few times. Look for the sticks, boy. Look for the sticks. And they're going to reset the play clock as Salem is up to the line of scrimmage. They were about to run out of time. And the pitch, forward pitch, goes to Etris. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get, across the 15 to around the 12-yard line. Maybe picked up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Charleston scored with 5.5 to go here in this first half, and the Wildcats moving it well down the field now. Football laying at the 12-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They do, as I mentioned, have 3 timeouts, so even with just 2:20 to go in the half, that should not cause any problems. Man goes in motion. That's Huggins. They throw his direction, and he drops the football. So an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. This most likely 4-down territory for the Wildcats. Almost assuredly. They need the 4-yard line for a 1st down. Well, just a bit across the 4, a bit across the 5. Maybe not all the way to the 4, but good long way to go for the Cats. Green brings the play back in from the sideline. They get to the line of scrimmage with 5 seconds remaining on the play clock. And fake handoff. Green's going to keep it. Tries to head up the left side. Tripped up. Nice play by by Archibald. Aiden Archibald, very active on the defensive side. And a loss on the play of about a yard or 2. Call it a yard. That'll bring up 4th down and 9. Football to 13. So decision times, do you pick up 3 or do you try to go for it here on 4th down? I think they're going to go for it. They're going to think about it, probably what they're going to do, as they're going to let the play clock and the time clock run down till about 1:20. They'll take a timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. 1:20 to go in the first half. Charleston's up 7-0. Back after this word.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
And welcome back here to the Salem Community High School, Jim Finks Field. Salem on 4th and 9, going for it. Green looks over the defense. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion that direction. He rolls that way. Now fires downfield. He's got a man. It is picked off. Or he dropped it wisely. Actually, very wisely dropped by Jacob Rowe. He had it and he dropped it. Almost held it long enough for that to be considered a catch, but wisely dropped it. And the Trojans will have the football at their own 13 as opposed to at their own 2. So Charleston with 1:14 to go. A quarterback with a pretty good arm and 3 timeouts in their pocket. What will the Trojans do? Brett Spohr at the quarterback spot. Bonstetter out to the right. 2 receivers to the left. He looks that direction. Will run up the middle. Clears the line of scrimmage. Now cuts back to his left. He's going to get out near the 20-yard line before being driven backward. Pick up on the play of about 5 or 6. And a timeout is taken by Charleston with 1 minute to go here in the first half. They take their first. We'll take it as well. We'll be back to Jim Finksfield after this word.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And welcome back. 2nd down and 3 for Charleston. They burned their first time out of the half. Throwing deep. Spohr's got a man intended down there for Luke Nelson. Nicely defended by Cannon King. And I'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3. So, 3rd and 3 with 55 seconds to go here on the first half. Charleston's got to get a first down here to have any chance of scoring, and they look like they're going to have it as running the ball straight up the gut to around the 25-yard line. And then late flags as coming in out of nowhere, Chet Schrader starts shoving people away from the pile, and I believe Schrader just bought a penalty for Charleston. That was not wise. It's a dead ball foul, so it's going to be probably 1st and 10, and then they'll move it back 15 unless it's going to be offsetting penalties. I did not see the pushing and shoving from Salem. Unsportsmanlike conduct, okay, against Salem, and unsportsmanlike conduct against Charleston. So, they offset. Charleston takes a timeout with 47 seconds to go here in the first half. It's their second timeout. They'll have 1st down and 10, and we'll take a quick break back right after this word.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball on their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10 for Charleston. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Just one timeout remaining with 47 seconds for the Trojans. And back to throw is Spohr. He's got Jeremiah Hayes coming out of the backfield, and a great defensive play for the Wildcats by Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson read that. Pickup of 2 on the play, and the final timeout of the half for Charleston is taken with 35 seconds to go. We'll take it as well. Back after this word.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Roll King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Roll King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
So second down and, well, let's call it 12. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Football back at the 25-yard line. Second down and 12 for the Trojans. And the handoff goes to Hayes. They're probably just going to try to run out the clock. As Hayes gets the first down, though, and gets out of bounds, that will stop the clock with 28 seconds to go. Long way to go with no timeouts for the Trojans, but they do have a kicker. It's Max Weber, 0 for 1 from field goals today, but heavens to Betsy, he has a leg. Hayes got out of bounds, and that stops the clock. The Trojans probably, to get in his range, would need to get to around, I'm guessing, the 25, 20, maybe 20-yard line. That's about 40 yards downfield. They've done it before. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Spoor. A late flag is thrown, as I don't think everybody was set. And a false start against the Trojans. Got to stay set for 1 second. And with 25 seconds to go and a 1st and 15, Trojans might just run the ball again. Jeremiah Hayes made them change their mind last time, though, with that 15-yard run. Back to throw is Spoor. Look what I know. Spoor's going to go up the middle. He's going to cut to the outside. He's got a lot of room. He's at midfield with 16 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time to throw it downfield for about 20 or 30 yards. So the Charleston Trojans trying to make it a 2-score game. They're out of timeouts. Don't really have time to clock it or spike it. After a first down, they wouldn't have time to get up, and probably not enough time to get up and get the clock stopped. See what Coach Jerry Payne dials up. 2 backs, next Spoor. They stay in the block, now fade out, throwing to the right side. It's to Bonstetter, and it's knocked away. Bonstetter basically turning into a fender there. Knocked it away from Cooper Loback, and that will bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line, 48-yard line, and pretty much takes away any chance for Charleston other than the Hail Mary to the end zone. At the half, we'll have some first half highlights for you. Not too many scoring plays to show you, but we'll show you what we have. No turnovers to show you. Been a relatively clean first half. Few penalties here and there, but nothing untoward. As Spoor clears the backfield. Puts a man in motion. The pitch to Bonstetter. He throws to the right side, and it's knocked away by Lobeck. Outstanding. Outstanding play by Cooper Lobeck. So it'll be third down with 2.9 seconds to go here in the first half, most likely, barring a defensive penalty, the final play of the first half. Back into the huddle comes Brett Spohr. What do? Throw it to the 20 and 25 or so and then start pitching it around? We'll see what the Trojans choose to do. They lead 7-0. Spohr rolls back to throw. Now out to his left. He's in some trouble. That gets a good block. Fires downfield. He's got two men down there. Intended into the end zone and incomplete. Intended down there for Hayes, but it goes over his head and out of the end zone. So a flag is down around midfield. They may have a final play. Personal foul, face masking against Salem. And the Trojans will get another chance. Move the football 15 yards to the 37. And how about that? Boy, oh boy. Salem kicks themselves in the foot right there, and they have an opportunity. Had an opportunity to head to the locker room. And I think, well, I'm not sure. Frank Pottergoy came off the field very displeased with that call. The big sophomore. So, first and about 37, or fourth and about 37, basically, for the quarterback, Brett Spohr. Fires toward the end zone. It is knocked away. Barely knocked away as that bounced off the hands of the defender and then off the foot of Chet Schrader. And that will do it for the first half. After 24 minutes of play, it is Charleston 7, the Salem Wildcats 0. We'll be back with some halftime replays for you, as well as a little bit more stuff. Maybe try to get some scores from around southern Illinois as you are watching Salem Wildcat football here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back after these.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
The insurance specialists have options to tailor to your needs at CSI Insurance Brokers. Experienced insurance brokers at CSI are skilled with all types of insurance plans and policies and represent many companies, including Safeco Insurance. You'll benefit from their detailed expertise, unbeatable premiums, and commitment to customer service. CSI Insurance Brokers and Safeco Insurance Company, providing affordable rates on quality insurance since 1952.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business, and we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
We'll look at some first half replays from this evening. Sam and Green, it will be basically all over these replay shots from this first half offensively for the Wildcats, as he had just a big first half offensively. Running the ball, throwing the ball. The music you hear in the background, by the way, the Dante's Inferno presentation played by the Salem Marching Wildcats. We showed that to you a couple of weeks ago. Ending with the Marseillaise, I believe. That would be the Marseillaise, the French national anthem. There's a nice open field tackle of Hayes. Good job on that play from Huggins. Brett Sporer getting away, throwing it downfield. Jeremiah Hayes making that fine catch, but he was just drilled. That was the last play of the first quarter. I believe that was Cannon King with the tackle there. Jeremiah Hayes kept going, though, as that's early in the second quarter. He made a nice run downfield as the Trojans held scoreless in the first quarter along with the Wildcats. There's that deep 40-yard bomb to Aiden Archibald of Charleston. That was on third down and long. I think it's 3rd and 20 or 2nd and 20, and they were able to pick up that first down. Boy, that's the kind of thing that you just hate to let happen to you. Pass reception by Luke Nelson. That set him up for this 3-yard plunge by Cody Bell. Bell gets into the end zone, gets his lineman fired up as Jeremiah Lobby hopping up and down on that one. The extra point from Max Weber. That would be good from about 50. He's got a leg, folks. I was watching here in the warm-ups in the second half. He just kept backing up. I think he'd be good from 40, 45 yards. There's a nice run by Sammy Green with that push late. Some of the Wildcats fans thought was a too late by Brett Spower. And that will but the Salem Wildcats unable to score at the end of that drive late in the first half. They got deep into Charleston territory a couple of times. In the first quarter, they got inside the 5-yard line, had first and goal at the 8, got to about the 5 before being pushed backward. We're on penalties and a sack and a catch by their own lineman about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll affect you. Let's take a look at some scores from elsewhere around southern Illinois. Of course, a lot of games tonight with playoff implications all over the state, not just southern Illinois, as the Wildcats come back out onto the field. Late in the second, actually halftime now, Carmi and Flora tied at 16. So that's a gigantic game for the Wolves down in Carmi. If they could pick up a win there, that'd be their 5th of the year. Probably, it would almost assuredly put Flora into the playoffs. Hamilton County needs a win as well to get into the playoffs. They're at Cesar-Valier, and they trail 18-0 at the half. Johnston City leads CZR in the first quarter, 13-0. At halftime or late in the second quarter, El Dorado will have a running clock in the second half on Edwards County. It's 40-0. Fairfield plays at Vienna tomorrow afternoon. I believe that's going to be around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Down in the Corn, if you've never experienced a football game down at Vienna, well, he played basically in the middle of a cornfield. So they set up the field about 10 years ago, well, maybe longer ago than that, when they were planning on, probably almost certainly longer ago than that, when they were planning to build a new school down by the interstate. Funding for the school fell through after they had built the field. So the field's out there with nothing else. And that's where Fairfield will be playing tomorrow. In the Little Illini Conference, Newton leads Paris 22-15. That's in the second quarter. Pana and Carlinville tied up at the half, 7-7. In the second quarter, a couple of teams these two teams are familiar with. Roxana leads Alton Marquette 14-0. That's in the second quarter. Breeze Central leads Heron 13-3, also in the second quarter. High-scoring contest over at Red Hill. The Salukis lead Carlisle 30-26 late in the second quarter. Speaking of high scoring, Carterville leads Harrisburg 42-7 at halftime. Muscuda leads Carbondale in the second quarter 22-14. Collinsville and Centralia locked in a battle. Centralia leads Collinsville in the second 21-14. It is Murfreesboro over DuQuoin at halftime 32-0. Redbud leading East Alton Wood River 14-6. Highland all over Effingham tonight, 28-7. That's a couple of teams that are already in the playoffs, I believe. Jerseyville leads Columbia 12-0. That'd be a tough loss for the Eagles. Marion leads Mattoon 20-7. It is Mount Vernon over Mount Carmel at halftime, 13-6. Mount Vernon went into that game with a 5-3. Check that 4-4 record. for Mount Vernon. They were in the playoffs anyway, as two of their losses came via a disqualification. They had a player on their team that was not eligible, and that cost them 2 games. They were going to get in the playoffs anyway, even at 4-4, as they are the South 7 Conference champs. But they lead Mount Carmel. I believe that's in the Snake Pit too. So that'd be a heck of a win. Mount Carmel undefeated. They defeated Woodstock Marion last week. Tight one over at Breeze Mater Dei. Mount Zion, another Apollo Conference foe, has headed down. They lead Breeze Mater Dei 14-13. Nashville over West Frankfort at the half, 28-7. Robinson leads Pontiac 21-0. It's Triad over Lincoln 6-0. And again here at Salem at the half, it is Charleston over Salem 7-0. Salem will get the football to start things off here in the second quarter. Pretty easy to sum up the scoring in the first half. Starting off third quarter. 3-yard plunge by Cody Bell with 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Max Weber's kick was good. That made the score 7-0. That's where we stand. Weber will kick it away, heading to the south against the wind a little bit. And the ball bobbled at the 6-yard line, coming straight up the gut. Thornton's got it again. Gets out to the 25, make it to 26 before being brought down by a couple of Charleston Trojans, most namely Scott King making the tackle. So, Salem will get it here. Chance to tie early in this third quarter. They've got 3/4 of the field to take it as the football just across the 25-yard line of the Wildcats. Into the shotgun. That's where Samuel Green has been operating most of the night. The handoff to Kaysen Sullins. He'll pick up 4, maybe give him 4 as he gets out to the 30-yard line. And that's his best run of the evening. Sullins didn't really run. I think only ran one time in that first half. The Wildcats will need a lot out of Sullins here in the second half to have a solid chance of winning. He remains in the backfield with Green. Green looks to his left, has a man out there. It is caught. Making the catch is Mikey Etris. He's going to be close to a first down. Give it to him. So a pickup of about 6 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10. Salem at the 38-yard line of Charleston. That gets the fans going, gets the cowbells ringing over here on the Salem sideline. By the way, nice job again by the Salem Marching Wildcats as they brought up conjured the Satan from hell again. Throw to the left side, caught, but immediately Jeray McGee is brought down. That's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down and 12. You always say, folks always say the start of the second half is maybe the most important drive of the game. And that probably rings quite true here for Salem tonight. They need to get something out of this. Handoff again to Sullins. He's going to get out to the 40. Maybe across the 40. Pickup of about 3 or 4. That loss on the first play kind of hurt as it puts the Wildcats behind the chains with a 3rd down and long 7, short 8 to go here. You got to figure that the Wildcats would be wondering about going for it on 4th down here. Down by 7. Last game of the year. Hopefully they don't have to make that decision. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's been a well-defended football game for both squads. Green looks to his right. Now he's going to keep it, gets across the 40 to the 41. It'll be 4th down and about 7. Make it, 4th and 7 as Green gets up, and the Wildcats will kick it away. Had they made it closer, I think they might have gone for it on 4th down, but Good defense by Charleston as Green was looking all over the place and unable to find an open receiver. Salem short a man on the line, and Cole Johnson will head in. Clock continues to move. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Plenty of time. The boot is away, end over end, bounces at the 25. It's going to take a wildcat roll to about the 15. A good kick. That's a 45-yarder. That's a 45-yarder for Max Ambule. He ought to be happy with that one, as should his coach. Ambule, just a junior. You like to see that. He'll be coming back next year. Wildcats with a pretty solid special teams. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Charleston back at their own 16-yard line. Brett Spohr brings in the play from the sideline. You got Jeremiah Hayes with him in the backfield, I'm presuming. Chet Schrader heads out wide to the left, and Luke Bonstetter to the right. And the fake handoff, they're looking for Schrader. Well defended. Nowhere to go for Spohr. Back, he's rolling to his right. He's got room. Turns the corner, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Nice job by Caleb Smith getting him out of bounds without shoving him into the track. Had the opportunity to, then might have been of a mind to do it too. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 4. Long 4, short 5. Football laying at around the 22-yard line. This drive started at about the 16. Trips left. That's the direction he's looking. The catch made by Schrader. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down out to the 30-yard line. Good open field tackle. Lyric Black for the Wildcats, but it is a pickup of about 7, and it is a 1st down. Hey, folks, remember, next week, next Monday and Tuesday, we'll be back in Salem as the Lady Cats take on the Wolf Gals from Flora on Monday night. That'll be around 7 o'clock. Regional action, Class 2A regional volleyball. Winner of that game plays Pana on Tuesday night. We'll be back for that contest as well. As running right into the line, nowhere to go. A nice tackle on the play there by the big man in the middle. Cason Sullins making a nice tackle along with Cole Johnson. Gain of about a yard. Charleston probably wouldn't mind burning about 5 or 6, 7, 8 minutes off the clock and then punting it away. They got the football with about 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They've had one 1st down. Throw deep down the left sideline, intended for Schrader. Extremely well defended by Cannon King. Schrader didn't even make a move for the football. And I think it's because King had him so well guarded that had Schrader even looked back the quarterback, King would have too. And had King looked back for the ball, he would have stepped in and caught it. King didn't look for the ball. He could have had a interception possibility there. 3rd down and 9 for Charleston. They need to get just shy of the 40. Spohr in the shotgun. Looks to his right, now to his left. Thinks about running. Throws it across the middle. Nearly picked off. Beautiful opportunity for Caleb Smith, and it goes through his hands. So the Trojans will punt it away from their own 30-yard line. Lyric Black heads back deep. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Right when I said Charleston might be chewing up clock, they throw 2 incomplete passes, and there go the clock chewing opportunities. High snap, Brought down by Weber. Short kick. Bounces at about the 46-yard line. Takes Charleston bounce a couple of 3 yards to the 43. And that will be a kick of about 27 yards against the wind. So the Wildcats will have it at their own 43-yard line. Second possession of the second half. Wildcats need to get something going. Brennan Luck stays out on the field, says, where's everybody at? Let's go. He's fired up, ready for a big play to get the Wildcats on the board. Green brings out a backfield of Huggins and Mays. Two receivers split out to the right, one to the left. Handoff goes to Gervais Mays. And he tries to get around the corner. He's not going to get it turned as he's forced out of bounds. Nice tackle by Jeremiah Hayes. Picked up maybe a yard out to the 44. It'll be second down and 9. Sullins will bring in the play, and it's going to be a sideline violation again against Salem. This time it is a violation. It's going to cost them 5 yards, I think. Well, it must have been another warning. Maybe I misunderstood the warning earlier. That's what the officials are going to go talk about. I thought they had a warning in the first half, and if so, yeah, 5-yard sideline violation. I was thinking that it was a 5-yard penalty, and they'll move it back to the 39. And that was really, there were some players out that ran out and came back. Green sets up the screen. It is caught, coming straight up the gut, a lot of room. And the football is taken away. It was Etris had it taken away, and the first turnover of the game is going to go to Charleston. Getting up from the bottom of the pile, boy, he's done it all tonight, Aiden Archibald. And you could see on that tackle, he was going for the football. As Miking Etris came through the middle, had first down yardage, and holding the football like a loaf of bread. And Archibald says, thank you very much. First and 10, Charleston at their own 46-yard line. That's a big one. First turnover of the game for either team. Charleston with a 7-point lead, 6.5 to go here in the third. Spohr throws it to the right side, caught by Bonstetter. He's going to be dropped near the first down marker. And at the 45-yard line, shy of the first down by about a yard. He was dropped, not shoved out of bounds rudely. It's a nice tackle out there. But he did gain 9 yards. Full house backfield with the quarterback, Brett Spohr. Fakes the handoff, pitches it to Hayes. Hayes is going to lose yardage. Beautiful job by the Salem defense, including Gage Eddings, getting him in the backfield, and a loss of about 3 on the play back to the 48-yard line. That'll bring up third down and 4, a gigantic play for this Salem defense. As talking to Coach Green, that's what has kind of kicked on here in the last couple or 3 weeks. The defense improving for the Wildcats. Both these teams wanting to finish on a high note, as neither will make the playoffs. Third down and 4. Need the 44-yard line for a first down. That's Archibald in the backfield with Spohr. Spohr rolls to his right. He's in trouble. He gets away from damage and throws it away downfield, intended for Bonstetter. That'll bring up 4th and 4 at the 48, up by 7. You got to figure that Charleston will kick. Way your defense is playing, Jerry Payne may not kick. I'd be shocked if he didn't kick. He's not going to kick. Max Weber was standing right there next to him, says, are we kicking? You want me out there, Coach? No. We're going to get this first down, he says. Bonstetter out to the left. Looks like Schrader to the right. They're going to try to get the Wildcats to jump, and a flag is thrown. It'll be a false start against the Trojans, and that'll move them back 5 yards. And now I'll bet you Mr. Weber gets to come out and do his job. As the football moved back to the 47-yard line, it'll be 4th down and 9. Heading back deep, Lyric Black for the Wildcats. Number 3. Number 19, Max Weber into punt. High snap. And the punt is away. It's a better punt than the last one. Bounces at the 30. Takes a very good Charleston bounce. It's going to go inside the 20 to almost the 15-yard line. And that is a kick of around 38 yards. So nicely done by Weber. And I can understand why Payne actually would be a little bit hesitant to bring his punt unit out there. His long snapper has firing those back there a little bit high. Look at that young lad with that shirt. He is a cold young man. His family trying to make sure he stays healthy. He's got Halloween coming up in a week, Dad. You better make sure that kid's healthy. He wants to go trick-or-treating. 4:48 to go in the third. On the keeper. Green's got a lot of room. He's got the sideline. He's got one man to beat. The 40, the 30, and he's brought down from behind by Luke Nelson, but it's going to be a gain of a ton from the 15-yard line all the way up to the 22-yard line. That's 35 plus 27. That would be 62 yards on the run from Samuel Green, and Salem immediately is in business here in the late in the third quarter. 4.5 to go. Wildcats have to score on this trip. Now they don't have to, but boy, it sure makes their life easier if they do. Sullins in the backfield along with Green. Sets a man in motion. Plenty of time. Handoff goes to Sullins. Takes his time getting through the line. Now bounces to the outside. He's going to get dropped after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. And we'll be under 4 minutes in the third quarter as the Wildcats head back to the huddle. Boy, that quick run by Green just caught everybody by surprise on the Charleston sideline. He's been running all night long. Finally popped one for big yardage. He had a gain of about 15 or 20 in the first half, but that's the longest one of the night. Sullins to his left. 2 receivers to his left. Hand off to the Sullins. He heads straight up the gut, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. A little dose of Sullins, a little pinch of Green. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. Black to the right. Mays and Etris to the left. Fake handoff. Keeper Green's going to pick up about a yard, and he dropped the ball. It's a fumble again. He got it not pulled out of his hands. He says he was down. The officials say, no, you weren't. And another turnover, this time inside the 10, and it'll be Charleston football. The turnover bug hitting the Salem Wildcats here in this third quarter. Here's the replay of it as Archibald forces it again. You got to be kidding me. What a game that kid is having. The recovery by Zach Price. Archibald just looking for that football, and he knew it. Wow. Aiden Archibald, just a junior for Charleston. Throw goes to the left side Catch is made by Schrader. He'll get out to about the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 or so. Make it 6. And football laying at the 13-yard line. Second down at the 4 for the Trojans. And this time I'm thinking they're going to try to chew up clock. I said that last time, and then they started throwing passes around. Didn't make any sense to me then. It wouldn't make any sense to me now. But there's no backs out there with Spoor. As he hands it to Hayes, coming across, tries that right side. He's got first down yardage or very close. Maybe not quite. Picks up 3. It'll be third down and 1. Football laying at about the 17-yard line. They need around the 18 for the first down. 1:45 remaining in this third quarter. It's been a pretty quick ball game. 20 till 9 right now after the full halftime. And we'll be entering the fourth quarter shortly. Spoor straight up the gut. Steps to his left, and he's going to have first down yardage on that third down and short. Gets out to the 19 before being shoved rudely backwards. And the Trojans will continue. First and 10 from their own 19-yard line. The way they are running the football and throwing those short passes in near staying in bounds, they might be able to burn quite a bit of clock. The Wildcats, a couple of turnovers really hurting them here in this third quarter. Spoor looks to throw to his right, throws over the middle. He's got Archibald. Archibald dropped immediately by Caleb Smith. A gain of about 3. Brennan Lux checks in, replacing Cason Sullins in the defensive side for the Wildcats. Second down and about 7. Second down, about 7 or 6 to go for the Trojans, and they're burning as much clock as they can. See if they run this one to try to end the quarter. They'll have to snap it pretty soon. They do snap it. Hayes to the left side. He's going to be driven back. Oh, he gets away from traffic. Cuts to his right. He's got a lot of room. He's to the right side. He's across the 40 to the 45-yard line, and that will be the last play of the quarter, but it is a gain of 22 yards as there is a flag on the field. Is there a flag on the field? No, there is not a flag on the field. That's the end of the third quarter. No score in that third quarter. We'll move to the fourth with Charleston leading 7-0.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Roll King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Roll King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners.
Start of the fourth quarter, handoff goes again to Jeremiah Hayes. He's got first down yardage again as he is really burning that left side of the Wildcat lineup. Lyric Black brings him down, but not until he'd already picked up about 15 yards out to the Salem 40-yard line. Wildcats defense really had the Trojans bottled up nicely until the last couple of plays. And Levi Hayes, pardon me, where did I get Levi Hayes? How about Jeremiah Hayes really chewing up the yards over the past couple of plays? He's lined up at the slot over on the right side. And a straight run from the quarterback, Brett Spoor, S-P-O-U-R, pronounced Spoor. He'll pick up about 3 to the 37-yard line. And another minute gone here in this fourth quarter. The Trojans would love to just chew clock here and get points. If they kick a field goal, it makes it a 2-score game, and Salem have their work cut out for them. Hand off to Jeremiah Hayes. He's going to get to the 25. Check that 35-yard line. And they'll be facing a third down and 5 or a short 6. Probably won't snap it until about 10 minutes on the clock as they're burning about 2 plays per minute. Big play for the Salem defense as it's probably not quite field goal range. It might be field goal range for Weber. He's got a heck of a leg. Throw to the right side. It's an incomplete, intended for Bonstetter. Luke Bonstetter looked like he was spinning to try to run before he made the catch. And that stops the clock, and it'll be fourth down and long. Coach Payne decides to keep the offense in the field. They'll go for it down on fourth down and long, 4th and 5. Hayes to the right side. Spoor by himself in the backfield. And Hayes takes off early. That'll cost them 5. And they will punt. It'll be fourth down and about 10 from the 40. And that, for Max Weber, brings a smile because that gives him a chance to trap the Wildcats inside the 10. 7-0 Charleston leads. Good snap. Boot is away, takes a Charleston bounce at the 15, and then rolls sideways out of bounds to about the 16. So maybe more of a Salem bounce. So, with 10:02 to go, Wildcat defense stiffens up and holds the Charleston Trojans. The Wildcats need 7 to tie, 8 to lead. They have 10 minutes to do it. Coach Kevin Green talks to his troops before sending them out. Both teams looking to complete their seasons on winning streaks. Charleston's won 3 in a row. Salem would like to start a streak and end a streak. They won last week, looking to pick up their 2nd in a row tonight. Sullen's in the backfield, keeper for Green. You get about 2-3 yards. The ball bounces on the ground again. They're going to say this time it was down. As Green gets up a little bit gingerly. Charleston just teeing off on the quarterback. Offensive line needs to block a little bit better than that. Picked up about 2.5. Needs a dose of Case and Sullins. He won't get it as they throw to the sideline. It's caught. Nice play and first down yardage for Miking Etris. Gain of around 12 on the play out to the 30-yard line. So the Wildcats get a first down, moving the football. Still plenty of time. Each team with plenty of timeouts. I believe each team has 3 remaining. Green takes a look at the defense. Swings a man from left to right. Hands it off to Sullins. Sullins tries that left side. Still chugging. Bounces free. He's got the first down down the sideline to midfield and across. How about that? Kason Sullins on his senior night. He's beginning to wear down that Charleston Trojan defense. It'll be 1st and 10 for Salem inside Charleston territory. Wind not a factor at all. Weather not really a factor either. It's probably about 60 degrees now. Terrifically comfortable. Nick switches from side to side. Handoff again to Solon. Tries the right side. Bounces up the middle. And he's going to get to the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. And he might have picked up another first down. As they'll stop the clock for an injury. Getting up slowly for Charleston, Luke Nelson. I think he probably felt like he got run into by a freight train. Solon's getting ahead of steam now, and it is a first down. Nelson will head to the sideline. Says, don't put me back in there while that big kid's running. Under 8 minutes to play. Green back into the huddle. Charleston trying to keep Salem out of the end zone. Salem trying to get in the first time tonight. Back to throws Green. Oh, and he gets away from one man. Should have been dead to rights, and he throws it down the sideline. It's incomplete. Incomplete, intended down the left side for Etris. But boy, oh boy, I don't know how in the world Samuel Green stayed up. He got smacked in the backfield. I think that was Archibald hitting. On the late blitz, late stunt. 2nd down and 10. Could have been a loss of about 5 or 6 there. Green fakes the handoff, throws to the left side. It is caught and getting away through traffic. Lyric Black's going to have a first down. Gets down to around the 25-yard line. It'll leave 1st and 10 Salem at the 26 of Charleston. Clock will most likely be around 7 minutes to go in the football game when Salem snaps it. Football at the 26. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Black on the right side. Etris to the left. That's the direction Green runs. He throws it intended for Etris. Caught at about the 22-yard line. A pickup of maybe 3 or 4. And that will bring up a 2nd down and about 6. Called a long 6. They'll call it right at 6. Need to get to around the 16-yard line for a first down. 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Salem desperate for that first score. And then they'll be desperate for a good extra point afterward. Hand off to Sullins. Sullins tries the right side. Not much room there as he's tripped up by Archibald, finished off by Schrader. We'll be under 6 minutes before Salem snaps it again. They are certainly in 4-down territory here. 3rd down and a long 5. Taking their time in the huddle. They're far enough downfield. They don't mind burning clock. Keep less time on the clock for Charleston to have. It's quarterback keeper. Samuel Green gets through traffic. He's to the left side. He's going to be run out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 for Salem I think they'll have a chance at a first down inside the 1. Let's see where they set the football. Going to be set right on the 10-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from the 10 for the Wildcats. They've had this a time or two tonight. This time it is desperation. Wildcats have to score. Sullins in the backfield with Green. Puts a man in motion. Hand off to Sullins, straight up the gut. Takes his time, lets his blockers develop, leans forward. He's going to be inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Nice tackle out there for Charleston by Alex Stout. So just inside the 5-yard line, it'll be second down and goal. Football laying, I guess it's laying on the 4, left side of the field. The Wildcats in green, the Trojans in white. Each team looking to continue a winning streak and finish the season on a high note. Again, the handoff to Sullins. Watches his backs, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Kason Sullins on a 4-yard dive. With 4:49 to go. Here's the replay of it. Attaboy, Kason. He just walks into the end zone. So with 4:49 to go in the game here in the fourth quarter, a huge extra point play here for the Wildcats. Ambule will come in to try to tie the game. Good snap. This is up, and it is good. With 4:49 to go, we are tied at 7 apiece. We'll be back after this word.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
So the Wildcats have tied it at 7. Good night for kickers named Max. Max Ambule, 1 for 1. He'll kick it away here for the Wildcats to the south. So there's a bit of a wind. He'll kind of bounce it at about the 22-yard line. Coming up with it and heading down the left sidelines, Jacob Rowe. He's going to get across the 30 to around the 38-yard line. Really nice return by Rowe. Rowe, a 6'1 junior. Well, I only count 3 or 4 seniors on the Trojans team, so it's a young team. Wildcats are young, and each team has kickers, so the Trojans will see if they can't get down in the field goal range. Each team also has 3 timeouts remaining. Spohr sets a man in motion. That's Jeremiah Hayes. He's got the pitch, and he busts through. He's going to score. How about that? A 62-yard pitch and score by Jeremiah Hayes on the first play after Salem tied it up. 62 yards. One of those plays where you just kind of pitch it forward. I guess you count that as a pass because it is a forward lateral rather than a backward lateral. Weber will come out to try to kick the extra point. put his team up by 7. The kick is up. The kick is good. So, with 4:33 remaining in the football game, what had been a defensive struggle, open it up a little bit here late. We'll be back with Salem's chance at it after this word.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Well, Wildcats had tied it for about 16 seconds. And I tell you what, that's like being struck by lightning, that little pitch forward play to Jeremiah Hayes. And he did all he got through the line, and you knew about 10 yards into the across the line of scrimmage that he was gone. He had a head of steam, and there wasn't anybody going to catch him. So here comes Max Weber to kick it away deep for the Wildcats. It's going to get into the end zone, and it will be Salem football at their own 20-yard line. Sean Thornton, don't think Sean Thornton understands the rule back there. He caught it and went into the end zone. Must have caught it in the end zone. So a touchback gives it to Salem at their own 20-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go and 3 timeouts. Plenty of time for a climber. Not too big a hill for a climber. It is 14-7 in favor of Charleston. Cason Sullivan stands next to Samuel Green in the backfield in the shotgun. Green rolls to his right, throws that direction. It is caught, and going out of bounds with it is Lyric Black. Did he catch it inbounds? Yes, he did. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Make it 2nd and a short 5. Looks like he, well, let's see. Check that. He did not catch it inbounds. Okay. Must have had a foot on the line. So call it 2nd down and 10. He kind of looked a little sheepish when he was trying to make the play. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. They throw over the middle, caught. Pickup of about 6 or 7 from Miking Etris. Make it 8 yards out to make it 9 yards almost to the 29-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and short as the Wildcats begin to use their receivers on either side. Etris wide to the left. Black to the right. Nix at the tight end. Back to throw to the left side. It is caught by Etris. He's going to get shoved out of bounds, but he'll pick up about 11 on the play out to the 40-yard line. Picking up 10 yards of play. The Wildcats like that. It'll be 1st and 10 for Salem at their own 40. This drive started at the 20-yard line. Hey, by the way, thanks again to the North Clay video editing class and Maddox Hemrich. Those folks provide us a lot of assistance, and we appreciate Maddox coming out to shoot a camera for us. Thanks very much. Oh, my heavens. Green he looked out to the left side, looked like he wanted to throw it to Kane Huggins. Huggins was dealt well defended. So Green tried to make something happen up the middle, and he was met and driven backwards. It took a good shot. Clock continues to run at 2nd down and 11. Wildcats, as I mentioned earlier, do have all 3 remaining timeouts. Second down, 11. Football at the 39. They need the midfield stripe for the first down. Green looks to his left, throws deep downfield to the left side. It is caught for the first down by Miking Etris, and he's finally brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 41. Etris caught it and was able to stay on his feet, and a huge pickup for the Wildcats. Under 3 minutes, they've got it 1st and 10 at the 20 of Charleston. We go 3.5 quarters without any scoring, with only 1 touchdown. We've had 2 touchdowns here in the last minute or minute and a half, and Salem knocking on the door. Hand off to Sullins, and he's not going anywhere. Nice tackle by Ben Corey, getting him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 3. All the way back to the 23-yard line. Clock continued to roll. Salem probably wouldn't think about burning timeouts till inside of a minute. They have to score this drive. Fake handoff this time. The keeper on Green. He's got a lot of room. He's to the 20 and the 10-yard line before he is dragged down. That's Drew Schwartz on the tackle. And it is first down for Salem at the 10. So 1st and goal again for the Wildcats. 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the game. I said Schwartz, Scott King on the tackle. Football on the left hash. Nix goes in motion. Settles down. We're under 2 minutes. Hand off to Sullins. Cuts against the grain. He's at the 5. And the Wildcats at the 5-yard line on 2nd down and goal. I'm kind of surprised Charleston hasn't started burning timeouts. Their defense has to keep Salem out. Salem desperate to get in and tie the football game. We're under 1.5 minutes. Sullins next to Green. On 2nd and goal from the 5. Hand off again to Sullins. Straight up the gut. Pushes the pile. He's not going to get in. He's going to get down to about 1. And the clock will continue to roll. Each team with plenty of timeouts. 55 seconds to go. And the clock running. 20 seconds on the play clock as the Wildcats bring in the play. Cole Johnson. Will they give it to Sullins again? Going under center is Green. Looks like maybe a quarterback sneak. Hand off to Sullins. He tries the left side, and he's not going to make it. So it'll be 4th down as we're going to keep it right here. Timeout is taken by the Salem Wildcats. It'll be 4th and goal from right at the 2-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. 26 seconds to go in the ball game. And the entire season is going to come down to this one play with the Charleston Trojans trying to keep out the Salem Wildcats, and the cheerleaders trying to fire up the crowd. This crowd on their feet over here on the Salem side as they are looking to get their the 3rd win of the season. Salem defeated Freeburg last week 21-14. And actually tonight, kind of looks like that potential score. But the Wildcats have to score on this play. They do have 2 timeouts remaining if there's some kind of penalty by Charleston that gives the Wildcats another first down. And with under 26 seconds to go, there's not going to be a lot of time for Charleston to do much. if the Wildcats score. And they will reset the play clock to 25 seconds before the Wildcats snap it. Under center goes Green. He's got Kason Sullins behind him. And he draws an offside. So they'll move the football to the 1. He got Charleston to jump. Every little bit helps if you're Coach Kevin Green. My question is, if you do score here, do you go for 2 for the win or go for 1? Good question to have. Hopefully the Wildcats will be facing that here in a moment. 4th and goal. Here we go. The snap, the handoff to Sullins. He scores! A 1-yard plunge with 24 seconds to go. And they're going for 2. There it is, the 1-yard plunge by Kason Sullins. Sullins has both touchdowns tonight. The Wildcats will go for 2. They put the football at the 3-yard line on the left side. Going for the win here. I don't blame them. And I'd be surprised if Charleston doesn't burn a couple of timeouts too. Salem may have to burn one as well with 15 seconds left on the play clock. Timeout is taken by Charleston with 24 seconds to go. We will take one as well. We'll be back after this word.
The insurance specialists have options to tailor to your needs at CSI Insurance Brokers. Experienced insurance brokers at CSI are skilled with all types of insurance plans and policies and represent many companies, including Safeco Insurance. You'll benefit from their detailed expertise, unbeatable premiums, and commitment to customer service. CSI Insurance Brokers and Safeco Insurance Company, providing affordable rates on quality insurance since 1952.
So the Wildcats are back out, are still in the huddle. The Trojans are back out on the field as the Wildcats attempt a 2-point extra point to try to take the lead. Charleston has timeouts remaining, and they can burn them here, should they choose. Back under center goes Samuel Green. Everybody's on their feet. And timeout is taken, this time by Salem. They wanted to get out there and see what Charleston was doing. We'll keep it right here as the Wildcats went out with Sullins in the backfield. They had extra slot receivers and extra slot blockers, actually. Cole Johnson was in there on the slot along with Miking Etris. Also in there set to block was the big man, Noah Nix. And the Wildcats with the football laying on the 3-yard line, attempting to win their 3rd game of the season. If they score here, you got to figure that the winning percentage would be well over 95%. Although Charleston does have a heck of a field goal kicker. He could probably kick it from about 40. The football has been moved to the closer to the center of the field, just a little bit off center, and that's where the Wildcats will try it as the Trojans are back out with 24 seconds to go here in the football game. The all-important extra point. Caleb Smith also brought in to block. They go to the right side. He goes along with Cole Johnson. Will that be the direction the Wildcats go? No, they roll out to the left. Green looks to the end zone. It is incomplete. The ball was maybe tipped at the end by Chet Schrader, and the try fails. Wildcats will attempt an onside kick now with 24 seconds to go. That is something else. That makes it 14-13. And all Charleston really has to do is recover an onside kick with 24 seconds to go. High school football, I tell you what, you just never know. What a ton of fun it can be, but these poor kids are not going to be having too much fun tonight. So the Wildcats are out there. They're set to kick it away. Max Ambule set to go. And the Trojans bring up a ton of players up to the front. I'd look out for Aiden Archibald. That kid has gotten his hands on just about everything that was anywhere near the football. As Ambule set to boot it away, it is a high one, and guess who gets it? Aiden Archibald. I was going to say, my goodness. So it will be Charleston football. And Charleston just has to snap it about once or twice. And what a heartbreaker for the Wildcats. Charleston in the favorite formation of everybody, the victory formation. And they'll take the snap. Salem will not stop the clock. That is going to be it. The Wildcats will finish their season with a 2-7 record. Charleston will finish their season with a 4-5 record. Neither team heading to the playoffs. The only team on this field tonight heading to the playoffs, probably that group of officials heading off. I'll bet you they'll have playoffs for several weeks. But what a tough loss for the Wildcats as the Charleston Trojans knock them off. Final score 14-13. Do you have any replays you were wanting to show, Ty? You go ahead. Here's some of the replays here in the second half. There's the long pass over there to Chet Schrader. This would be the screen pass down there to the King, and this is the first turnover. Pardon me. Yeah, the Etris. That's the first turnover of the game as Etris had it stripped away. Stripped actually by Coffee and fallen on by Archibald. Salem got it back. Here's the big long 60-yard run from Samuel Green, knocked down inside the 20-yard line, or at the 20-yard line. Green gets inside the 10 here, but then fumbled it away again. Archibald coming up with that one. Pardon me, Archibald knocking it away, and coming up with that one was Zach Price. So a handoff to Jeremiah Hayes. He's knocked backwards, but heads up off the right side. Picked up about 15 yards or more here on this one. Make it 25 yards. An outstanding run there from Jeremiah Hayes. Later in the fourth quarter, Sullins with it, busting through traffic over the right side, and gets across midfield with a nice open field tackle by Charleston. Green looks to his right, and he gets away from a big hit in the middle. I don't know how he didn't go down. And probably Ben Coffey wondering how he didn't go down too. Throw to the right side for a first down. Good yardage there from Lyric Black. Got down inside the 20. And Green gets to about inside the 10-yard line. The handoff to Sullins for the first points of the game for the Wildcats. Sullins into the end zone. And here is the extra point that tied the game 7-6. With 4:49 to go in the contest. On the first play from scrimmage, here's the pitch forward to Hayes. And Jeremiah Hayes was gone. A 62-yard, they called a pass, but 62-yard shovel pass to Hayes. He was out in front of everybody. The all-important extra point here from Max Weber. That was good. And that set up the Wildcats on their last drive of the game. From the 38, deep throw from Green all the way down to the Miking Etris, as with a lot of good yardage after the catch, picked up about another 10 yards. Sullins here with the handoff into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll do it for the replays. Folks, another fine year of football. We appreciate the Wildcats for inviting us to be here all season long. Thank you so much to all you fans for watching all season long as the football season wraps up for us here at Wabash Catch TV. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey, along with Ty Landreth and Abby Springmeyer, along with Bill Reed, Kerry Linder, and Maddox Hemrich. Thank you all so much for joining us all year. And from all of us, this is Bruce Dickey reminding you tonight's final score. Charleston knocks off Salem 14-13. So long from Jim Finks Field.